What is going on, world? What's up, everyone? It's Zero here. Today I'm bringing you guys a brand new Starcraft 2 video. This one was played at Blizzcon, which of course is the global finals of Starcraft 2. Spawning here in the top left-hand corner of Fracture LE, playing with the red Protoss pieces. He's very well known in the Starcraft 2 pro scene as one of the best Protoss players on the planet. His name is ShoWTimE. And his opponent, spawning in the cross position, playing with the blue Zerg pieces. He's very well known, has been in the StarCraft 2 pro scene for a very long time, and has been one of the most dominant Zerg players in the scene. His name is Dark. So, guys and girls, I am extremely excited about this series and this game in particular here, because we are going to be, I think, in for a treat here, to say the least. And just as I'm saying this, it does look like we're going to get a proxy hatchery on the opposite side of the map that ShoWTimE is going to sniff out immediately. So very well done there by ShoWTimE. He's going to see exactly what's going on here very early on in the game. Dark is going for a very interesting build in this very first game. Now, like I said, guys, this series, which is a best of 3 series, was played at BlizzCon 2018, which, of course, like I said, is the global finals of StarCraft 2. And, you know, in the group stages, in the best of 3, every game matters, every game counts, very much so, because you want to win those group stage games so that you can move on to the bracket play later on in the tournament. So, a massive, massive ordeal. Of course, BlizzCon being the biggest tournament of the year for these players. It should be interesting, but I do love seeing pro players take some risks every once in a while, and Dark is going for a very interesting build here, going for that that proxy hatchery here at the opposite side of the map here. A couple more drones look like they were starting to move over to that base, but it does look like they are going to turn around here, at least at this point. Shield battery is going to be going up here. And it looks like what Dark's planning on doing is going for that Zergling speed upgrade. Now, this is what's going to get interesting. Our Zerg player is really going to have be at a disadvantage very early on in this game because of this base being scouted so early. Dark does decide to get that natural hatchery out, but you know, very interestingly enough, it does look like Dark, that hatchery, he is going to give up on it and is going to let it go, at least at this point in the game here. Looks like he's going to go for a very quick third base. And I'm wondering here, it does look like ShoWTimE, really trying to take advantage here of the situation, is going to put down a pylon. And it looks like most likely going to get a couple of shield batteries out. He's going to go right after this natural hatchery now as well. Behind this, he also has the warp gate research coming out of that cybernetics core. There are 10 Zerglings on that production tab currently, and it does look like Dark might be in a little bit of some trouble here. He's going to have to deal with a couple of these stalkers, and most likely more and more units that are going to be coming across the map here very, very shortly. Does look like a couple more shield batteries are going to be going down here for ShoWTimE. But this is going to be very worrisome. It's all going to come down to the micro here of Dark here. He's going to try to get the surround on on a couple of these stalkers here. And it does not look like he is actually going to have a lot of success there. It looks like he's going to instead start moving some of those Zerglings across the map. Looks like Dark is a little bit indecisive right now as far as what he wants to do. If he loses another base, this could be absolutely huge for ShoWTimE. Dark is going to get more and more of these Zerglings out. He's going to try to start getting the surround on a bunch of these units here. Does look like he is doing exactly that. Is this hatchery going to go down? It's so close. It does go down. Absolutely massive pickup there by ShoWTimE, taking out another base of Darks, and that is absolutely crucial at this point in the game, guys. Massive pickup there for ShoWTimE, getting that natural expansion. Now, does look like Dark may very well be going for the counterattack here at this point. Possibly not. Does look like there's going to be enough units here at that wall off of ShoWTimE. There's a lot of Zerglings that are starting to roam around the map here. But this is not the position that Dark wants to be in. Robotics facility is going to be coming out here for ShoWTimE currently, as well as another gateway. And right now, ShoWTimE is feeling definitely in a position of power. He is, continuing to build up his economy and trying to get, that supply as high as possible at this point. And so, he is taking he has an early advantage, but Dark, of course, is not out of this thing just yet. He's definitely still in this game here. But it is going to be one of those things. We're going to have to kind of keep an eye on what Dark decides to do. The big question is ShoWTimE going to, continue putting on, is he going to continue putting on a little bit of some aggression, or is he just going to kind of sit back here and try to take full advantage of having an early lead here? More and more gateways are being added right now, so I'm wondering if he's going to be going in for a push here shortly with the units that he does have. Those Zerglings are trying to threaten and see if they can get any kind of angles. Looks like that natural base is being retaken at this point. Now we got Ravagers that are coming in, and I think that this is great for Dark. Looks like Dark is going to go for a push here, and I love the decision here, because right now he is behind. He's got to do something that's going to get him back in this game right here and right now. There are going to be shield batteries that are going to be there at his disposal, though, of ShoWTimE, and it does look like one of those pylons is going to go down. Another one is under some pressure here, and it looks like some of those buildings are going to be consistently under pressure here. It does look like Dark is going to try and push this wall down, or break it right here and right now, and get some of those Zerglings into possibly the main base or natural location here. It looks like ShoWTimE has had enough. He's going to start moving forward here. Those shield batteries are going to provide so much value to this army, at least at this point in the game. More and more Ravagers are going to be coming up here, and some more Zerglings. More drones are being produced behind this for Dark, and I'm wondering who's going to have the advantage here. Those shield batteries are providing so much value right now to this army of ShoWTimE. He is getting so much value out of those shield batteries, and it does look like Dark is going to have to back off, at least for now. And I think what Dark was just trying to do was doing a little bit of some pressure on ShoWTimE, and I really liked his decision making to back off and go ahead and just continue droning up and creating a bigger and bigger economy for himself. He's kind of kept ShoWTimE now in his natural base expansion, and I think that's exactly what Dark wanted at this point in the game. So we're going to have to kind of keep an eye on what if Dark's going to continue with some more and more aggression here. ShoWTimE is still ahead by a little bit, but Dark is slowly creeping his way back into this game, and I think that's exactly what he wants. And there is going to be a War Prism that's going to drop off a couple of those Adepts here in that main base, not doing too much damage. And now it looks like the lair is going to be coming up here for Dark. So as we're kind of playing this, watching this, it does seem like, this is possibly going to move into a macro-focused game between these two players. And I really, that's, where you kind of see a lot of these players, have mutual respect for one another. It does look like ShoWTimE may start moving somewhat across the map here. I wonder if he's going to try to threaten that third hatchery here of Dark. And it does look like that very well might be the case, but this army here is gonna be at the kind of near that third base location. It looks like ShoWTimE has decided to back off, at least at this point in the game. So beautiful play here so far by both players, really. I mean, I'm actually pretty surprised right now that ShoWTimE has given Dark so much respect, letting him kind of get back into this game. And you really don't want to allow someone of the likes of Dark to really get back into the game, because that it can become very scary very quickly. Now ShoWTimE is getting that third Nexus out now, and so that's something that we're going to have to kind of keep an eye out on as this game progresses. Glad Reconstitution is going to be coming in here for Dark for those roaches, and then it does look like Charge as well as +1 upgrades are going to be coming in here for ShoWTimE. So both players are kind of starting to get some of their upgrades. +1's coming out of Dark here in the Evolution Chamber as well for the ground-based units, and it looks like more and more High Templar are going to be produced here for ShoWTimE. So ShoWTimE has this, pretty scary unit composition of a lot of, immortals, as well as, a decent amount of sentries, and, kind of getting those archons now as well. Pretty scary unit composition, at least at this point in the game. A lot of these upgrades are going to be finishing up here, and I think that ShoWTimE is going to go for a timing push here. He's got +1 ground weapons level 1 finished up, as well as charge for those zealots, and it looks like he's going to start moving, but it does look like Dark is starting to move across the map as well. So these players are so good at what they do. It does look like there is going to be a bunch of these Zerglings are going to try to get into that mineral line and start taking out a bunch of these probes here. Doesn't look like a whole lot of damage is being dealt yet, and at the same time there's a big engagement here at the 4th base location of Dark here, and this is where it could get interesting. Beautiful force field, getting so much value out of those sentries, at least at this point. Now the surround is going to come in here, but the question is there enough units of Dark to really handle ShoWTimE's massive death ball of units here? This unit composition is absolutely massive, where it is immortals as well as those sentries, even of course the archons as well as the adepts are really helping. Those stalkers are helping as well. The question is ShoWTimE just being a little bit too greedy, going a little bit too far onto creep? There's another hit at the 3rd base location as well, and it looks like this entire army did get mass recalled at the last second, but another base goes down for Dark. To all of these zealots, of course. Absolutely textbook play right now by ShoWTimE. He is playing this thing absolutely brilliantly, and while this has all been going on, he's getting another another decent-sized army here to kind of deal with any aggression or counterattacks to that 3rd base. Wow. Beautiful play here by ShoWTimE so far. A little bit more draw play here with that War Prism. But I think the tail of the tape so far has been ShoWTimE really getting a lot of value out of these units and getting, the kill on 3 bases so far. That is huge in the grand scheme of things. So we're definitely going to have to see what Dark decides to do here, because I think Dark may very well be forced into an all-in here very shortly. +2 is going to be researched right now for Dark, and it does look like more and more Archons as well as Immortals are going to be coming out here as well. So, I mean, both of these bases, both bases have been taken down, guys. I mean, just unreal. Unreal play so far by ShoWTimE. He's been playing this thing incredibly well. Now you got the High Templars, the Archons, Zealots as well as Immortals, and this engagement could be huge for ShoWTimE. He might be able to actually push his opponent back, and if he gets another kill on a couple more bases, he's going to be in such a good spot. We do see the 4th base going down now here for ShoWTimE. We also have another army that's going to be threatening that 4th base once again. And here we go. Another massive engagement. A bunch of those storms. Beautiful storms there. Getting so many of those banelings. And once again, it does look like ShoWTimE is hitting from multiple places at once. He's got a bunch of zealots hitting at the 4th base location. The 3rd base goes down in a matter of seconds. And just like that, guys, ShoWTimE is taking such a nice lead here. There is a little counterattack here by Dark. The question is once again, is our Protoss player overextending just a little bit? The storms are once again on point here. Does look like those Zerglings are going to try to get in there, but the storms are absolutely huge. Getting so many kills on all of those Zerglings. Wow. Deep on creep, and GG is called. And Dark, realizing that his supply was plummeting so much, decides to GG out at game number 1, and ShoWTimE takes a 1-0 lead over his opponent. I hope you guys did enjoy this game between ShoWTimE and Dark, and if you guys did, leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, stay positive, and as always, I will see you guys all in the next one. Peace.